She thought this house would give her a new life. But some houses don't offer safety. They take it away. The house looks perfect from the outside. Clean walls, soft lights, quiet halls. Everything feels calm, almost too calm. The kind of calm that makes your heart beat louder. A young woman steps inside for the first time. She is the new housemaid. She keeps her eyes low, her voice gentle, her smile polite. This job means survival. A roof, money, a second chance. She tells herself this place will be different. The woman who owns the house watches her closely. Her smile is warm, but her eyes never relax. Every word she speaks sounds kind, yet carefully chosen. She explains the rules slowly. What rooms to clean, what doors to never open, what questions to never ask. The housemaid nods, even when something feels wrong. She needs this job too much to argue. As the days pass, the house begins to feel alive. Floors creak when no one is walking. Doors close on their own. At night, the housemaid hears soft sounds through the walls, whispers, footsteps, breathing. When she asks about it, the answer is always the same: old house, old noises. But the fear in the room says something else. The housemaid notices small details. A locked door that is never mentioned. A mirror covered with cloth. A stain on the floor that never fades. She feels watched, even when she is alone. The rules start to feel less like guidance and more like control. By the end of her first week, she understands one thing clearly. This house is not hiding secrets. This house is built on them. The rules begin to tighten like invisible chains. Every morning follows the same pattern. Wake up early. Clean the kitchen until it shines. Avoid the upstairs hallway after sunset. Never enter the guest room, even if the door is open. The housemaid follows every order, but the silence in the house grows heavier each day. It feels like the walls are listening. She starts noticing changes in the woman who owns the house. Some days she is kind and gentle, speaking softly, asking simple questions. Other days, her mood shifts without warning. Her voice turns cold. Her eyes stay fixed for too long. When something is misplaced, blame comes fast. When something breaks, punishment follows in quiet ways: missed meals, locked doors, long stairs that make it hard to breathe. Late one night, the housemaid hears crying. It comes from behind the locked door. The sound is low and painful, like someone trying not to be heard. She stands frozen in the hallway, her hand shaking near the handle. Every rule tells her to walk away. Every instinct tells her not to. When the crying suddenly stops, fear rushes in. She steps back slowly, her heart racing. The next morning, she finds a small object hidden under the stairs. A phone, old, cracked, still working. Inside are messages, photos, and voices from someone who lived here before. Someone who asked for help. Someone who never left. The housemaid realizes this job is not just about cleaning. It is about replacing. From that moment on, she knows the truth. This house doesn't hire help. It traps it. The fear is no longer quiet. It follows her through every room. The housemaid stops sleeping well. Her eyes burn from staying open at night, listening. The walls no longer just whisper. They warn. Every step in the house feels like a test she might fail. She starts hiding the phone, checking it when she is alone, listening again to the voices left behind. The messages are full of fear, full of hope that never came. The woman of the house notices the change. She asks careful questions. Too careful. Her smile returns, but it feels sharper now. She offers gifts, kind words, gentle touches on the shoulder. Then the tone shifts again. Anger flashes. Accusations fly. You're forgetting your place, she says softly, like advice. Like a threat. The housemaid realizes kindness here is just another weapon. One evening, the power goes out. Darkness fills the house. The silence feels thick, heavy, dangerous. The housemaid hears footsteps upstairs, slow and steady. A door creaks open. The locked room is no longer locked. Fear pushes her forward instead of back. She climbs the stairs, each step shaking under her weight. The truth waits at the top. Inside the room, she finds proof. Photos, blood-stained fabric, a diary with torn pages, names crossed out. Her hands shake as she reads the last line written in panic. If you are reading this, don't trust her. Run. Suddenly, the light snaps on behind her. She turns. The woman is standing in the doorway, smiling. Now the game is over, and only one of them will leave this house free. The smile doesn't fade. It grows stronger, calm, certain. The woman steps inside the room and closes the door behind her. The sound echoes like a final lock. Speaks slowly, explaining everything as if telling a bedtime story. She says the house needs order. It needs someone who listens, someone who stays. The others failed because they asked questions, because they wanted to leave. The housemaid backs away, her breath shaking. She understands now. This was never a job. It was a test. A replacement. The woman moves closer, her voice gentle but sharp. She says no one will believe her. No one ever does. This house has protected its secrets for years. It always wins. But something has changed. The housemaid grips the phone in her pocket. The proof. The voices. The truth. Fear turns into anger. Then into strength. She speaks for the first time without lowering her eyes. She says she knows what happened here. She knows who disappeared. She knows the house doesn't protect secrets. It buries them. The woman's calm breaks. Her mask cracks. The room fills with shouting, tears, rage. A struggle follows. Glass shatters. Furniture falls. The perfect house finally shows its damage. An alarm screams into the night. Lights flash. Footsteps rush closer from outside. In the final moments, one woman stands by the door. Bruised. Shaking. Alive. The other fades into the shadows of the house she controlled for so long. As the door opens, the housemaid looks back once more. The walls are quiet now. Empty. But before she leaves, a final thought remains. Some houses don't forget. And some secrets are only sleeping. The house stands silent again. Clean walls. Closed doors. No signs of what happened inside. The story will say it's over. That justice came. But as a new key turns in the lock, a soft sound moves through the halls. A door opens by itself. The house is ready. Because some places don't need people to be evil. They teach them how.